Halloween is over, but now it's time to get ready for Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for everyone but Thomas.
Wow, thanks, Joe. I'm Thomas.
I'm Johanna.
And welcome to Show 10.
Tired of school? Well, if you're a junior like me and are in need of an extra hour of sleep, you're in luck. Daylight savings ends this Sunday, November 3rd, so turn back that clock and sleep like a rock.
Over the past few years, online harassment has been endangering more and more teenagers. Ryan is here to bring you the details on how to stay safe on the internet.
Cyberbullying is an issue that affects many teenagers. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and even suicide.
It doesn't feel good to be cyberbullied because when you get cyberbullied, you feel lonely and it's like you're isolated and you feel like you're not needed, and it lowers your self-esteem. One time when I was playing video games online, I was doing pretty badly and they told me to kill myself, and I didn't feel good. I felt very depressed. So what I did was I muted them and I reported them after the game.
1 out of 3 young people have experienced cyberbullying throughout their lives. Over half of these people don't tell their parents or a trusted adult about it. Victims that are cyberbullied are 2 to 9 times more likely to commit suicide.
If someone's being cyberbullied, it's very similar to normal, typical bullying, where you have to be relentless in terms of reporting. So if you know the person that's bullying you, then you make sure that you tell the teacher pretty much every single time that it happens. And you can do screenshots, or you can print out the things that they've written to you and you want to turn that in. The consequences would obviously be some kind of penalty from the school. So just because it's outside of the school doesn't mean that the school doesn't do anything, just like with normal bullying. So you could get suspension or expelled.
Make sure to stay safe online, Apaches. This has been Ryan. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hey freshmen, do you like movies? Well then you should go to the movie night featuring Wonder Woman hosted by Link Crew on the softball field tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Dress up as your favorite Wonder Woman universe character and you may just be in line to win some great prizes during the costume contest.
The investigation into Russian interference in the U.S. election has been kicked up a notch. Heads are starting to roll. Here's Ben with the details.
Special Counsel Robert Mueller's White House investigation has finally yielded some fruit in the forms of Paul Manafort and Rick Gates. Robert Mueller had been leading this investigation since May 17, 2017, and had up to this point been completely underground, releasing very little information about the investigation to the public. On October 30th, however, that all changed when Mueller indicted Paul Manafort and Rick Gates for influencing U.S. politics on the behalf of pro-Russian factions based in the Ukraine, and then laundering their profits through the U.S.
Well, currently they're investigating possible collusion between the Russian government, some campaign workers, or higher-ups in the administration. And the reason for this is that the FBI investigated and found that during the 2016 presidential election, there was some meddling dealing with false information that was being presented about Hillary Clinton and the hacking of Democratic emails from the DNC that came out right about as the election ended.
The investigation is far from over, and Mueller's definitely not stopping here. This has been Ben. Back to you guys in the studio.
Struggling in school? National Honor Society is here for you. NHS will be hosting free tutoring sessions every Wednesday at lunch in the Library Media Center. If you have any questions, please email nhs@ausd.net.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a Chinese space station about to crash into Earth. Eventually. Here's Nick with the down low.
Hey Apaches, what comes up must come down, and in this case, it's an 8.5-ton space giant known as the Heavenly Palace. Officially launched in 2011, the Chinese space station Tiangong-1 was a prototype that served both as a manned laboratory and an experimental testbed to demonstrate orbital rendezvous and docking capabilities. It was retired from service in March of 2016 and was kept in orbit. Months later, China told the UN that they lost control of its altitude, expecting it to crash sometime in late 2017 or early 2018.
The space station is going to break up and into a lot of tiny pieces, and that means that they could get scattered all over the Earth. Most of them are probably going to hit the ocean since most of the Earth is covered by water, so you should be okay mostly unless one of the pieces falls on you.
Luckily, that wasn't part of the space station, but always be sure to be alert, for you never know what's going to come crashing down. This has been Nick, back to you guys in the studio.
Do you want to help the community and learn about law enforcement at the same time? The Arcadia Police Explorers are accepting applications. You can find applications at the Arcadia Police Station. For more information, go to the Arcadia Police Department website.
We, the people of the United States, probably don't know the Constitution, but these Apaches definitely do.
Last Saturday, Gov Team put their minds together and successfully moved from regionals. Gov Team, our constitutional team, is an academic team that focuses on the Constitution. The team is made up of 30 students split into 6 units. Each unit focuses on a specific aspect of the Constitution. This past week, the Apaches competed in a district-level competition, or regionals, to see if they may advance onto state competition.
In the first round, all 6 of the units really felt really nervous about it, but when we got to the second round, our practice really helped us since we have chambers every single week on Monday.
After answering both previous applied hearing questions and free response questions, each unit is scored on their citations, overall participation, and overall analysis, which determines who advances to the next competition.
We can definitely collaborate with the other units and learn from their knowledge and their expertise.
For the 30th straight year in a row, our Apaches advanced from the SoCal regional competition to move on to the state competition.
For the future of Gov Team, win Nats.
Good luck at state competitions, Gov Team.
Congratulations to Advanced Theater for placing first in the state for the 6th year in a row at the Fall D-Task competition this past Saturday. Keep up the great work. Johanna, do you smell that?
What?
It smells like turkey.
Thanksgiving came early? Food!
I guess we'll take a break.
I've been around and brought you down, it's true. I had some drinks and said some things to you. If I said too much, I know you're mine to lose. I had some drinks and said some things to you.
Me and my friends, we do like Friendsgiving.
Every year, Carol and I go pumpkin hunting.
During the fall, I like going to concerts.
Having Thanksgiving at my friend's house and just having a great time with my friends.
I listen to Christmas music.
I like to go to Starbucks and get pumpkin spice lattes.
This past weekend, the Apache Marching Band and Color Guard traveled all the way to San Diego to compete in their second competition. They won too many awards to list, but when you see anybody from their program today, please be sure to congratulate them, especially on their Color Guard, Music, and Band Sweepstake Awards.
Last Friday, Stranger Things Season 2 hit Netflix, and I think it's safe to assume that most of you were watching in class. But for those of you who weren't, Lana and Jeremy are here with another review.
Hello, and welcome to the second segment of L.I.E., where we bring you the latest in entertainment.
Settle in, because this week we're back in the Upside Down with Stranger Things.
Season 2 starts off much slower than anticipated. Though the new characters such as Max and Bob had a great amount of character development, they didn't provide enough of a fresh start to the season.
For all its victories with characters, the show suffers from a lack of suspense and danger. It tries to convince us that Hawkins' lab and the creatures of the Upside Down are still dangerous, yet I was never worried that they wouldn't make it out unscathed.
There was also a lack of character interaction. They all start off together, but they eventually split up into their own subplots, leaving us without the dynamic character groups like we saw in the first season. Though, in the end, everyone came together to tie up loose ends.
On a stranger note, everyone's favorite telekinetic little girl, 11, didn't make her first appearance until the end of the premiere episode. And even then, she had no major role until the end of the season. Although what parts she did have were very heartfelt and touching, many of her scenes feel like they set up for the inevitable third season.
Overall, I'd give this season a 6.5 Dungeons & Dragons references out of 10.
And I'd give it 8 kidnapped children out of 11.
This has been another episode of L.I.E. I'm Alana.
And I'm Jeremy.
Back to you guys in the real world.
Do you love sports? Well, you're in luck, because intramurals will be happening every Monday and Thursday during lunch at the North Gym from now until November 16th. Make sure to come and support your fellow Apaches.
Do you like to serve more than you like to eat? Then you probably enjoy tennis. Boys tennis tryouts begin on November 13th at 3 p.m. at the AHS tennis courts. Make sure to be available the entire week of November 13th through 16th because the tryout process may take multiple days. Questions on tryouts can be emailed to Coach Lou.
Thomas, you're so tall. You should play volleyball.
Hey, nice rhyme. You know what that's time for?
Sports!
Hey Apaches, I'm Sabrina, here to give you guys a recap on Apache sports. On Tuesday, girls varsity volleyball aced their game against Monrovia. From the start of the game, our girls struggled to keep up with Monrovia's powerful spikes and quick feet. But little did Monrovia know, the girls were just warming up. During the second set, Arcadia stepped up their game and revealed their undeniable skills, like diving for the ball and managing their passes well. Throughout the rest of the game, both teams were playing back and forth with their equally skilled hits and slides. But with our girls' strong communication and defense, the Apaches won the last 3 sets of the game, winning 3-1 and will move on to round 2 of CIF.
We need to improve on blocking. I think we did well on blocking, but I think it could be better. Also, our defense has improved throughout the year, but I think we need to work on getting in the seam.
We're coming in as the underdogs, but I think that just shows that we have nothing to lose, and I think that it's just going to make us like play harder and have more fun when we play. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think we're going to do really well tomorrow. How about you?
Yeah, same.
Now to Thomas with football and Naomi with cross country.
Pasadena could not catch up to Arcadia last week. Our Apaches have been coming off a 2-game win streak against both Hoover and Glendale, and they look to continue it against Pasadena. With the help of great throws from Max and a brick wall mentality from the defense, we were able to not only score more than 5 touchdowns, but also hold Pasadena to 2 scores. We handily defeated the Bulldogs, with the final score being 39-13.
What we're improving on is execution. Everyone's got to know their assignment and do their assignment because, you know, this week we got CV, and, you know, that's a big-time team. At Pasadena, we all came together as a team. We played hard. We knew coming in that we needed a win if we want to go on to CIF, so we knew that it was a must-win situation.
Great job, boys, and good luck with the rest of your season.
Arcadia Cross Country recently hosted the Apache Invite, and 90 other schools were there. Despite the heat, Arcadia pushed through and kept a strong endurance. Arcadia boys placed 4th and girls placed 3rd in the 3-mile sweepstakes. Great job to Sarichiro Nagao, Edward Zing, and Ben Reed for placing top 20. For girls, Natalie Stefanian PR'd and placed 2nd, while Erica Yamani got her season record in 5th.
The race went well. We were in control for the first half, and we finished really strong, and I'm really proud of the varsity guys. Training has been really good, and I think the later races will be even better because we're getting faster and faster.
I'm just really going to say for all cross-country kids, you guys got to trust the process. We've been working hard this whole season. I know it's been hot, but keep on going.
Unlike me, Arcadia Cross Country sure can run. Keep up the good work, Cross Country. This has been Naomi, back to you guys in the studio.
Speaking of sports, if you're a prospective member for the golf team, there's a mandatory meeting on Monday, November 6th at lunch in Coach Gunn's room, J207.
I know we're not that funny, but give us a second chance and watch our comedic segment, Lights Out, which premieres tonight at 7 p.m.
Not able to remember all the information? No worries, because APN has your back. Follow us on our social media to get updates on our latest releases on Lights Out, our APN show, and our live streams.
Congrats to Shazad Pathan for guessing our outro song, The Spook Returns, by Kashmir last week.
If you want to shout out on our show, try guessing this week's outro song in the comments below. This has been Johanna.
And this has been Thomas.
Enjoy that extra hour of sleep, Apaches.
Wherever you go with your babe, go with your babe. I'm wheeling at my store, I definitely wouldn't miss a thing. When you're lost on your own and you're wondering if I'm following, just know wherever you go with your babe, go with your babe. Luck of the draw, that's my lottery one. A gem of the round, I could be a finishing touch, so